It was a dark and eerie night in the forest, the kind of night where one would feel uneasy even in the comfort of their own home. But Mikhail, a young man from the nearby village, was not one to be easily frightened. He had always been curious about the strange rumors that circulated about the forest, and tonight he had decided to investigate them for himself. As he made his way deeper into the forest, the trees grew thicker and the air grew colder. The rustling of leaves and twigs under his feet was the only sound he could hear. Soon, he came across a clearing, and in the middle of it, he saw a strange figure sitting on a makeshift table. It was a demon, with black horns protruding from its head and a sinister grin on its face. Mikhail was terrified, but he also knew that he had stumbled upon something extraordinary. The demon beckoned him over and invited him to play a game of cards. Mikhail hesitated at first, but his curiosity got the better of him. The demon dealt the cards, and the game began. It was a game of chance, and Mikhail quickly realized that he was out of his depth. He lost the first hand, then the second, and soon he was losing more than just money. The demon started to take things from him, things that Mikhail could not afford to lose. His good looks, his intelligence, his charm, everything that he was proud of was slowly being taken away from him. Mikhail felt himself getting weaker with each passing moment, and he knew that he needed to escape before it was too late. He tried to leave, but the demon was not willing to let him go so easily. In a last-ditch effort to save himself, Mikhail used his wits and offered the demon a deal. He promised to bring more people to play the game, people who were richer and more skilled than he was. In return, the demon would spare his life and release him from the curse. The demon agreed, and Mikhail fled from the forest as fast as he could. He knew that he had made a deal with the devil, but he had no choice. He would do whatever it takes to keep himself alive. Years passed, and Mikhail became a wealthy man. He was successful in his business, but he never forgot the deal he had made with the demon. He knew that one day, the demon would come back to collect what he was owed. And one day, he did. Mikhail was sleeping in his luxurious mansion when he was awoken by a sound. It was the demon, standing at the foot of his bed, grinning that same sinister grin. The demon reminded him of the deal they had made, and Mikhail knew that he had no choice but to fulfill his part of the bargain. He led the demon to a secret room in his mansion, where he had prepared a group of people to play the game. They were rich and skilled, just as he had promised. But the demon was not satisfied with just one game. He demanded more, and more, and more. The people in the room started to lose everything they had, just as Mikhail had lost everything all those years ago. Mikhail watched in horror as the demon consumed each person, their souls trapped in eternal torment. He knew that he had made a grave mistake, and that there was no escaping his fate. In the end, Mikhail was consumed by the demon too, his soul trapped forever in the game he had played with the devil. And as the demon disappeared into the night, the room fell silent, the only sound the shuffling of cards on the table.